What is up, YouTube, Facebook? Good evening. Happy Saturday evening. I know it's kind of a surprise or last minute live type thing, but naps do happen. And so today, I just recovered from not really a nap, but a glorious relaxation period where um, I was sitting on the recliner watching Back to the Future 1 and munching on some cheese dip and pork rinds. And it was magnificent. And then I thought, oh, yeah, there's something I have to tell the people. So I was like, yeah, maybe I should probably do that. But anyway, so that's what tonight is. Welcome, everybody. Murillo Family Fishing's in the house. He said, did NASA find blue cats on the moon? If they did, they haven't told me. So that is not what it's about. Catfish Hunters TV. What's up, John? Good to see you, John and Dana. Greenwell Fishing said, what's up? What's up, man? So I know we don't have a bunch of people popping in right now. What's up, John boys? I did not pre-schedule this. I sent links to people out. If you guys want to jump in, that's fine. And actually, what I will do, I never really do this, but I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna post a link in the description. What's up, Northview Outdoors, Northern View? If you guys want to bump in and listening, all right. Farron, what's up? If you guys want to jump up, stand 3, what's going on? Click that button. We're gonna do some tournament talk tonight. We're going to talk about the Live Fishing Tournament League. Mike Mitchell, what's going on? Cali Cats, good to see you. I got a huge update. We got another sponsor that's going to add to the whole Live Tournament League. And, we'll talk about kind of what I did today. And I'll actually start talking about that now. So I had a great, relaxing day. Last night we had the prom, which is amazing. The kids had a great time. We had acrobats at our prom and bubbles and mocktails, not cocktails, but mocktails, chocolate covered Oreos and all the goodness. It was an awesome time. And looks like we got a bumper coming in here. What's up, Bob?
What's going on, buddy?
Appreciate you jumping up, man.
Camera situated.
Oh, you're fine. Go ahead, do what you need to do. What's up, Catfish Bill? Remember Catfish Bill? Greenwell said, recovering from my in-person tournament today. Got a big fish in second place. Congratulations. Northern View. I got original Back to the Future 2 and 3 movie posters in your movie room. Wow. All right, cool. But so last night we had the prom. Didn't get home till didn't get into bed till 1:30. Recovered from that. Had some steak and eggs this morning while I watched the King of the Tennessee tournament. That was fun. Congratulations, Ray. I believe won the day. Is that correct, Bob?
That's right. Ray won today with
over 200 pounds of fish.
Yeah, but his 3 fish were 95. I think.
Yeah, that's awesome. Greenwell Fishing said, oh, and a big fish prize was an anvil bumping rod. Awesome. I haven't tried one, so I know you will enjoy that, Mike, as much as you like to bump. I've heard nothing but good things about that rod. But and then Catfish Bill and I went out to the Santee Cooper Big Cat Brawl, which is his 3rd year under the new name. It used to be called the Monster Cat, which was a huge, huge tournament. And today did not disappoint. There was 136 boats registered for a 2-day tournament. And the big fish yesterday, which ended up carrying over today, was over 82 pounds.
Wow.
So the big fish, they took home $6,000 for the big fish. $6,000.
That's impressive.
Yeah, and first place won $14,000. Oh, got a fish?
I don't know. I think I might.
All right. Well, I wasn't planning on having a fishing show, but what's better than a fishing show?
Be that or I'm hungry. think I might be hung, honestly.
What's up, Danny? Good to see you.
Am I hung? I think I'm hung. I don't know.
What's up, Douglas?
Yeah, I'm hung.
You're hung? All right.
Yeah, I'm hung.
Sap sucker.
Yeah.
There's member Cool Cats Fishing. He said,
How did
what?
that happen?
I don't
I said,
know, man.
what?
But anyway, went out to the Big Cat Brawl, and the first place was $14,000. And that got me thinking. I was like, man, when I can't wait to get that to that level with the LFTL, guys. It's gonna come. It's gonna come. What's up, 217? It's gonna come. I actually saw Matt Knight today. Always nice guy to talk to. He was there, and one of the reasons why does it keep doing that? There. One of the reasons that the Big Cat Brawl is able to be so successful is because partly of Matt Knight. He donated a lot of money to that tournament, so they paid all the way out through 15th place, I think. And I think the lowest money taken home was like $200. So that's pretty awesome. But I think the
Yeah, it is.
winning total weight was over 200 pounds, 200 something pounds.
Wow.
And it was back-to-back champions. They won last year too. So that's another rarity. I got some good pictures and I got some video of that. So I'll post that as soon as I get a chance. But also, hey, James, Cool Cats, if you want to get Jody to clip her video where she caught that 60-pounder today with her Mad Cats gear, Matt Knight specifically asked me to send him that clip. So I think he's going to feature it somewhere. So, Cool Cats, if you could
Nice.
clip that for me and send it to me, Jody might get a little advertisement there.
I know she clipped it where the fish hit her in the head. I seen that clip today.
Yeah, I need the whole fight. Matt wants to see. I told him about it today because he was down for the Big Cat Brawl, and I said, "Hey, I don't know if you watched, but Pontoon Jody caught a 60-something pounder with the new reel, a rod, the hat, the net, the scale." I said she had all the goods. He said, "Oh man, please send me that. Please send me that." And I said, "I will. I can clip it." And then he just texted me, no lie, it's right here. He said, "Please don't forget my Pontoon Jody clip. Thanks, bro." And I said, "I'm about to go live, and then I'll work on it after it." So, Jody, if you want to get me that clip, that would help me out. But anyway, the bulk of the business tonight, and I hate that there's only 28 people in here, but that was my fault. I waited to the last minute to do this. But we have a new sponsor for the LFTL, guys, and that is Steve Douglas from Monster Rod Holders. So
Nice.
thanks to Steve. He has sponsored
Legit.
$500 for the overall weight or the overall champions. So that $500 was distributed among the top three. And I'm going to pull it up right now. I'm going to try to pull it up right now. Did Chad share that with me? There it is. Thanks, Chad. So right now, the update. Hey, Mike Irvin, Wabash Nate. The total amount for first place will be $1,800. Second place is $750, and third place is $450. We still have the $2,000 for Mad Cats for the big fish of the year, and also in addition to that, Steve has put up another $4,000, guys. Possibly $4,000. And you can actually win money for each tournament that you fish. You could win money from Steve Douglas. If you fish with Monster Rod Holders exclusively, and you win any of the 20 tournaments, you get $200 for winning. So technically, if you win every tournament, you could win $4,000. So if you have monster rod holders, so I'm not telling you to go out and change your rod holders, but hey, if you're interested in that money, then that's a great incentive, and that does add to the prizes of the overall tournament. So that's money you can take home each tournament. The only thing you have to do is email Steve, and that's catfishinginfo@gmail.com. I just put it in the chat so that you can make sure he has your
That is
information.
not. That bird scared
So,
the duty out of me.
oh yeah.
Big old bird out here.
Now,
Like a
Steve said that
pterodactyl.
if you bought your monster rod holders within the past 10 years, he probably has your information, but he wants to make sure that you're registered. And that money will come straight from monster rod holders. It won't come from me or Chad or Brian or Stan. So again, now he did specify, and I respect this. You can't have just one monster rod holder in the boat. You can't have any other rod holder. Like this is actually it's an extension of what he already does. So if you've seen online, he has a tournament incentive, like an in-person live tournament incentive. If you fish a sanctioned monster rod holder event and you have monster rod holders on your boat, you can win money. So Stan said, "Do we need to do that if we win or before the league starts?" I would go ahead and email him now. Just email him now and say, "Hey, my name is Stan Smith, and I have however many of your rod holders on my boat. I just want to make sure you got my information." What's up, Shad Daddy? So that's the big one. I do have another sponsor in the works that's going to do something similar. Hopefully, they can get that worked out. But it's another deal like if you fish and you're wearing their stuff, each tournament you could get a payout. Yep, I got the net too, Ryan. Yep, but you don't have to have
My
the net.
trolling motor shot. Hey, Shed Daddy.
Oh, troll motor shut off.
Yeah, my batteries are gone. I
Oh,
forgot to plug my boat up after Friday night's fishing, and I only did it. I only put it plugged up for a couple hours. So the old trolling motor batteries are gone.
better get that anchor up.
No more bumping.
No more bumping.
No more
Yes,
bumping.
Shad Daddy Ray
Oh
did
well.
win the first weekend. As long as his weight can hang on for next weekend, he will be the king of the Tennessee. Farron said, "I have 6 monster rod holders on my pontoon." There you go. So as far as
Yeah, he's
registrations,
got to get through us.
yeah. So as far as registrations are concerned, I can kind of show you who is in. I heard that somebody dropped out today, but they didn't email me. So I'm not going to erase their name quite yet. But here are the current entries, guys. I think you can see that okay. I'll make it bigger. View. Zoom. Shablam. Boom. There we go. All right, these are the Palmetto Cats tournaments. So Brian B starts off on April 6th, and as you can see, there's 14 people that are registered for Brian B's first tournament. And there's the people right there. What tournaments are these? Sorry, new around here. These are the Live Fishing Tournament League tournaments. Yep, Jody got a 62 today. What's up, 3B? So yeah, man, I'm aware. There's 14 tournaments for 14 people entered in to the April 6th Uno tournament. And then the next tournament after that is the Fishathon on 4/13. And as you can see, we're going to need 3 channels for that one. There's 20 entries. And then my first tournament is on April 27th, and we have 17 entries. So if you want to get in these tournaments, you need to email us or contact me, call me, smoke signal me, whatever you need to do to make sure you get in those. Looks like Bobcat is doing some moving there. Where do you have to fish? You can fish anywhere in the country that you want. Anywhere in the country. And so how this works, for anybody that's watching now or watching later, is that if you're registered for a tournament, I'll send you a link. And the link looks like what I posted in chat. Let me see here. Let me go to my YouTube side. And I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. I'll show you exactly. Exactly. Just got to turn off the sound here. There we go. All right. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up, guys. So I put the link in the chat earlier. So now if you look up at the top of the chat box, you'll see there's a link. And that's the kind of link that you'll get when it comes time for the tournament. I or Brian B or Chad or Stan will send you that link. And all you have to do is tap that link. And as long as you have a signal and browser on your phone, then you can log on and do the tournament. You don't have to have a YouTube channel or anything else. All you have to do is have a phone. Hey, Catfish with us. He said, really excited for these. Watch 2 stands a day. The format is great. Well, thank you. Thank you. And there's Maddie, member. And he did remind me that double hook angling did have a heart attack today. He was able to take a selfie in the ambulance, so that's a good thing. But he took a selfie in the ambulance and posted it to Facebook, so that's a good thing. But he does need your prayers, guys. Go and pray for him. Heart attacks are serious things. So thank you, Matt, for reminding me of that. Yes, you need a Mad Cat scale. If you have Facebook, go to the Live Fishing Tournament League Facebook page, and I can kind of walk you through that as well, I guess. Let's see, present. I got to open a browser. That's what I got to do. All right. Yep, never fun. Never fun. Okie doke. Let's see here. All right, Fish Tournament League. All right, now I'm going to show you. All right, I think you can see it now. Yep, so there is a Live Fishing Tournament League Facebook page. And as you can see, there's 175 members. It is a private Facebook page because I don't want 5,000 people in there, putting their TikTok channels or their YouTube channels in there. That's not what it's for. It's just for this tournament series. And well, there's a live stream right there. There's me talking. But if you scroll down, you can see all the chat going on. You can see there's the picture from this year's top 10. Hey, Eric B. And then here, you can see there's a PDF on there. And that PDF, which I need to update now that we got a new sponsor, will tell you about the league. And so if you click on that, it'll open up a new page. And I'm going to have to reshare that so you can see it. There we go. So this is the This is the Live Fishing Tournament League handbook. And don't be turned off by the word handbook. It's just, just what they're called. But it tells you the purpose of our league. Hey, Three Knights. Don, what's up? And that biggest one right there is to promote unity, guys. Yeah, that was stand 3 with the first ever Lftl trophy. But now the stakes are higher. He's going to have to put up. And then here's the league rules, so you can read through that. I'm not going to read it for you. But it does have some links on there. So you can click on this link, and it'll take you to a cheap tripod. This is a $13 tripod. It doesn't get much cheaper than that. But you don't have to have this one. You don't have to have a tripod at all. You can have a phone clamp as well. Let's see if it's going to take me back here. All right, cool. We did it. And then there's also a link to a headset. Hey, Jody. This is a headset. You do have to control your sound while you're out there in the wind noise. That's a little expensive to get started. If you're not really serious about it, I wouldn't spend the money on that. I will click on the next link to the hair curlers. And what you can do is you can get any color of these hair curlers and take the foam off of the plastic, cut a slit in it, and put it over your phone where the microphones are. Hey, Sampy. And that will keep your wind from being muffled as well. Or that'll keep your wind muffled so that you don't have a lot of wind noise. So we do require that. You can bank fish, kayak fish. You can boat fish. Obviously, all you have to access waters legally. You can do the same thing with a pool noodle. Yeah, it'd be a little bulky with a pool noodle unless you cut it down. But yeah, that headset is Bluetooth. So yeah, you can get a Bluetooth headset. That's like ultimate comfort though. That's like if you're just one person fishing the tournaments, I'd really recommend that. But if you're fishing with somebody else, they're not going to be able to hear the host talking or anything else. Only you will because you have it going into your ear. Just a thought. Obviously, you have to follow your state regulations. Teams are limited to 3. Live vests are encouraged. Here's the best thing. Good sportsmanship is expected of all individuals before, during, and after each tournament. Drama will not be tolerated and could cause a team to be disqualified from the league for the remainder of the season. Because the purpose 1, is to promote unity. And so you can complain to your wife or your husband or your uncle or your best friend. But once you start putting stuff on social media or start vocalizing that you're upset with something and you haven't contacted the tournament directors or anything, then unfortunately we're just going to have to kick you out. So that's what that's about. Let's see. Use the hair rollers today on your phone. Awesome. I had my earbuds in today and I was muffled, so I need new earbuds. No chumming, no snagging. If you hook a fish behind the gill plate, then that's a foul hook and that doesn't count. We want to make sure that we're child friendly, so don't be cracking open beers or smoking marijuana or illegal substances during your live stream. And if you got a vape or smoke, just turn your camera off, take your cigarette break or your vape break, and then turn your camera back on. No big deal. We're not trying to be prudes, but we don't want to promote, a younger person that may not have even thought about smoking or vaping before they saw their live stream, and then them seeing their favorite angler, they don't want to see, if they see Bobcat up there and he pulls out a giant stogie and starts smoking it, then they might want to be with Bobcat. And not that he does that, but my team don't need to hear. They just need to fish. That's right. But we just want to promote positive habits for our young ones that are watching. And I promise you, the young ones do watch. Maybe I have some students, like all my students know, I think most of them that have a YouTube channel. And so they'll check it out every once in a while. Captains have to decide if it's safe for them to go. The tournament will continue. Even if you can't fish it, it's just the nature of online streaming. You may be in Missouri and have terrible weather, but in Virginia they have beautiful weather. So we're not going to stop the weather. We're not going to stop the tournament just because you don't have good, weather. You have to decide. And if you decide poorly and you're out there and you're taking on water and it's just a bad situation, then the host has the right to, kick you off the stream, just for safety. Due to let's see. Yep. Then we talk about fish health. Making sure that you're, using grippers or gloves or something to keep the fish healthy. And then if you have a big fish, like over 30 pounds, don't hang it from the jaw with grippers. Put it in a sling or put it in your net. And tear the net off, then weigh the fish in your net. And that way that fish's body is supported and those guts aren't all trying to sink down and go out its hind end, So you want to keep the fish healthy. That's what, online fishing is all about. You don't have to put that fish in your live well and travel 30 miles. Or, in the big cat broad day, I was talking to somebody and, they had to trailer 45 minutes from their spot to the weigh-in. And, they had some pretty big fish in there. So that's a lot of responsibility to keep those fish alive. So, if we promote saved fish handling, catch, picture, release. Whenever you're done with the fish, you just lower it down and slide it in the water, and they return back to where they came from. How much is the scale? It's here it is. That's the next thing. So I got the link on there. That's the hog scale, 110-pound scale from Mad Cats. It's $35.99. $35.99. And if you use that MK10, you save 10%. Thanks, catfishing with us. Appreciate it. What's up, Rebel River Cats? Welcome to the stream. So there's the scale right there. I just bought me one just to set the example. And here it is right here. Let's see. I can do this right here. Not that you need me to prove I have one, but there it is. The hog scale. And it holds your hook. Hey, Freddie. Holds your hook up in the back. I still got the plastic on mine. It's got a nice backlit screen there. Let's say you got a load on it. You won't be able to see because of the glare. But you can tear off, and it's 0, and you can add more weight. So that's how you would kind of deal with a net there. You put the net on the scale if you're weighing a big fish and then press tear, and then zero it out. That way the net doesn't count. And then all you have is fish weight. Anyway, I got me one. I didn't need a new scale, but I really appreciate Mad Cats Not just Matt Knight, but Dave and the whole team for supporting the tournament league right off the bat. So I'm so grateful for them. But that's the scale. Like we got some comments in here. Let's see. Mike said, "Have they begun production on Jerry Parker Madcat scale?" I heard that they are making a new one. Let's see. I like the catch and release method. Yes, me too. There's Dale. What's up, Dale? Fatboy Eric said every time. Yes, it does remind me of the Ghostbusters thing. Yes, for sure. Not sure Murillo, but I'm working on a 165-pound scale now. Nice. Does it cost to do this? So that's a great question. This year, there's zero entry fee. This year, there's zero entry fee. Um, I believe, like everything we do, like everything, and Chad and Murillo and all the people that have been around for a while, everybody's skeptical the first year. Now, I know technically this isn't the first year of the tournament. We did the tournament last year, and people didn't pay attention the first half of the year, and then they started getting good, and more people entered, and then it got competitive, and it kind of blew up. So we're starting from where it ended with more anglers in it already registered than we had all of last year, and that's no lie. Um, we have at least 18 anglers for every tournament already, up to 25 anglers for a single tournament. I know when you talk about Monster Cat, that's not really a lot because they have like 100, or not Monster Cat, the Big Cat Brawl, they have like 136 boats. Well, keep in mind that that's an in-person tournament. It's what everybody's used to, and there's a huge payout. Like I said, the first place person took home $14,000. That's why I say $10,000 for our first year isn't a lot to ask. So I'm trying to get companies motivated, trying to get them in there, but it's hard. And I understand as a business owner, it's hard to put that money up on something that hasn't been proven. And people like me and Jody and Freddie and Chad and Brian, we've already seen that it works, but we haven't seen how it works when there's prizes involved. And already, since we have money involved, we've doubled our numbers. And so I believe in the people who believe in me first. And so that's why I keep saying thank you, Mad Cats. Thank you, Freddy's Outdoor Adventures. Um, thank you, Monster Rod Holders. Thank you, Fracture Fix, for already jumping in. FOA Outdoors jumped in before we even went to CatCon. So thank you, Freddie. He believed in it before anybody else did. So he jumped in there. And then we have Mad Cats jump in, Monster Rod Holders, Fracture Fix. And then we have several individuals that have donated $100 bronze level donations, but they don't wish to be identified. So thank you to you, gentlemen, who have done that as well. So we're moving right along, and it's going to be awesome. And I believe that after this year, when people have earned money for it, there's going to be more people involved because, not everybody can travel around the country and fish. I do have some other people I'm waiting to jump in on. I talked to Matt and Dave today, and we didn't get to meet like we wanted to just because it's been such a long week for them and myself. But they might be in for a little more as well. I'm waiting on another company to jump in. they initially jumped in and then had to think about it a little bit more. So I'm praying that they'll come in like they said they would. And then I have a boat company that I'm waiting on. Not sure if that's going to work out, but there was an inkling of we want to do this coming from them. So hopefully that'll work out. And if not, I know it'll work out next year. Like guys, I got so much confidence in this thing. Like I'm not even worried about it. Like it's gonna be something that everybody wants to jump on board on, and I just think I think that the people that get in initially are going to be the people that benefit from it the most. So, I'm super excited. Let's see. Banking Cat said, I don't know. Oh, I don't know. I may have to get into this. That I only work Friday, Saturday, Sunday. There's a lot of week time off. Proven enough. Yep, that's right. Freddie said, I'm in. Yo, Jim, what's up? Matt said he needs a boat. But anyway, so if you're just coming in, I know we've had people come in and out. I'm not going to prolong this episode much more unless you have questions. But hey, size matters. The new sponsor is Monster Rod Holders. They will be the only rod holder brand in the tournament series because, again, that's the kind of person I am. If you jump in, I'm going to use you and I'm going to praise you and I'm going to promote you until you say I'm out. You have the right of refusal. And then I'll move on to somebody else. So thank you, Monster Rod Holders. Steve Douglas has donated $500, towards the overall tournament championship pot, which brings up our final winning prizes to $1,800 for first, $750 for second, and $450 for third. FOA had already donated $1,500. Fracture Fix donated $1,000, and Monster Rod Holders donated $500. So that's where we got those percentages from. If you catch the biggest fish of the year, then you will earn $2,000 courtesy of Madcats at madcats.com. Thank you, Matt Knight and staff, for that. And then, in addition to the $500, if for each tournament you win with Monster Rod Holders on your boat, on only Monster Rod Holders, you will earn $200. So technically, if you win every single tournament, you could win $4,000. Is that likely? Probably not. But it's good to know that you can get a $2,000 check from winning a $200 check. I misspoke, from winning a single tournament, which I think is awesome. And so I'm hoping that other companies will jump in. Again, I'll do the best that I can to do a non-compete. We got a tackle company with FOA. We have a individual with Fracture Fix. We have a rod holder company with Monster Rod Holders. We have a primarily rod company with Mad Cats. And, of course, we have the individual sponsors, which those are $100 donations, and those will go towards awards. So our awards cost over $700 last year. So we are $300 into those awards thanks to two individuals. So thank you, fellas. You know who you are. I appreciate you. All right. Let's go back to the chat here. Mouse Hunt Rod Holders are awesome. I agree. How do you do the taxes on that? How do I do the taxes on what? If you're talking about like if you win, like if you win $200, that's between you and Steve. He'll probably have to send you a 1099 or something so that he doesn't have to pay taxes on it. But just like anything, if you win money, you have to claim it because our government wants all of our money. Don't get me started. But as far as Palmetto Cats and Fuels to Water, I will pay the taxes on the individual donations because they do come to me. But the $500 silver level, all the way to the diamond level, does not come to me. The sponsors keep that, and they will give the money directly to the winners. So that helps us out with that. And so I'm guessing that they will, like, if you win first place at the end of the year, they'll give you a 1099 to fill out so that they can claim their taxes. Good question. I'm not sure why my nose always gets stuffed up when I'm doing live streams. I don't know. Any science behind that? Kevin, you're blowing this up beyond standard, brother. Massive shout out to you and your efforts. Yeah, man. I want it to happen. What's up, Steve Mosley? What's going on, brother? And Jeff. Welcome in, Jeff. Yeah, I really want it to happen. I really want, again, I want the live fishing tournament league to ultimately turn into what in-person tournaments are right now. And the tournament I saw today, the first place took home $14,000. The big fish took home $6,000. And then I think second place was 4,000. Third place was 2,000. Fifth place was like 500, and there was 400 and then 300, 200. I mean, I think they paid on out through 15 places. I can't verify that at the moment, but I heard what I heard. So hopefully we'll get there. For those of you who have companies, and I have somebody has reached out and said, can I donate prizes? We're trying to stay away from prizes. We just because, again, that's not the goal. The goal is not to win more merchandise. The goal is to make online catfishing equally as successful and entertaining as in-person tournaments. And actually, in my humble opinion, it's just me, not anybody else. I think online tournaments, other than the weigh-in is pretty cool, but online tournaments for the bulk of the day they happen, you don't really, unless you have a camera crew like King Cat, you don't see the action happening out of the boats. Well, with the Live Fishing Tournament League, every boat has a camera, and so you get to see them go through. You get to see them going through their process, cutting bait, how they hook it, where they're fishing, what technique they're using. You get to see all the bloopers and the mishaps, which is fun too. And I just think it's more entertaining to see the online fishing, in my opinion. Now the weigh-ins are different. The weigh-ins, obviously, because of the mystique of the in-person tournament, which you don't know what somebody has, and they come up with that bucket of fish, and you see that big tail, sitting up out that bucket because it won't fit in. That is very exciting. And I think that that's something that probably will never be replicated with the online tournament, unless you're looking at like today when the fish breaks the surface of the water and you see the tail flop. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And I think that as these tournaments progress, what I'm planning on doing is before the tournaments, giving the anglers advice or standards to go by. Like, listen, when you're catching the fish, we don't want to see your rear end in the camera. Nobody wants to see that. Why would they even watch? We need to get the camera up in the air or at least to chest height, and you need to move it. A great example was James and Jody today. That fish was walking Jody back and forth across the back of that boat. And James did a great job of twisting the camera and moving it. And he forgot because he was in the heat of the moment. But the hosts, Stan and JG, reminded him, hey, move that camera over a little bit. And he's like, yeah, no problem. And moved it over. And so then we could see the action. And I think that's what's exciting. It's not so much, hey, here's a fish, I caught it, woo, throw it back, which I think is better for the fish. But the biggest thing is watching that rod bend, reeling it in, watching that catfish pull drag. I mean, there's a lot of us in this community that don't get to fish a lot, and I'm technically in that group now. I am capable of fishing, but I don't get to fish much. But there are also people who are incapable of going out and fishing. And when we can take our cameras on these boats and we can train them on the fish, and we get better and better each tournament at where's the camera angle. I'm going to take it off of the tripod when that fish comes in. I'm going to put it on the floor. Or I'm going to show you where the hook went in its mouth. I'm going to show you I'm going to show you the slime on its side or where it's slimy went. Like, that stuff is interesting. And I just want to I know I keep calling them out, but I just want to shout out Jody and James today. Jody was catching this big fish, and James took the camera off the tripod, and he was trying to get in there, get angles. Yeah, was it shaky every once in a while? Of course. That's the nature of it. You have adrenaline running, whatever. But as you get used to that, as anglers do that more often, and you get more seasoned at taking cameras and moving them around and thinking about the artistic approach and thinking about the audience moving in and seeing the sweat off your brow or the slime dripping off the fish or the mouth of the fish opening up and you see that hook in there. And I don't know. I think those of us who get to fish a lot kind of take that for granted, that we get to experience that, because there is a lot of that we experience with even the hook in there or reaching in that fish's mouth and pulling it out, that we take for granted. And so my whole point is to say that this online fishing league can provide that sense of enjoyment and that sense of being a part of the action to those who can't do anymore. And those are the people, I think a lot of my channel, especially on the live stream side, is made up of individuals that just want to live vicariously through myself or others in the community, and they can't get out anymore. But they feel like, hey, I'm a part of this. Like, part of that fish is me. I was watching when Jody reeled in that fish, and yeah, we were joking and doing all that, but seeing that drag peel out and doing all that means something. Anyway, I'm going on and on, but I'm telling you, that's the reason you need to get involved. You need to get involved in this because it's going to change the dynamic of fishing tournaments. And in no way am I saying like it's going to replace in-person tournaments, because you can't. That's just a different thing. It's a different feeling, and you can never replace that. But it's going to be something for those who can't do that, whether it's disability, sickness, or just like me. I don't have the time or the money to travel across the country to follow the tournament trail. If I did, man, if I could do that 24/7 every day, that would be freaking awesome. I would. But I was talking to Bob from King Cat, and we kind of think the same way. And I think there's room. I know there's room for both platforms. There's room for the online tournament platform because you have people that just can't afford to go across country, or they have a job, full time job that doesn't pay them enough to afford them to take the time off to do those kind of things. Um, or you just have people that are disabled and can't travel, but they can do an online tournament. They can sit on the bank and throw a rod out and be a part of it, and might actually catch a giant on the bank and show people that bank fishing is a real fishing. You know, sometimes you get that stigma that bank fishing, isn't as good as boat fishing or kayak fishing. But I'm telling you what, I've seen these monsters be pulled in from the bank. Danny Stone, Gary Parker, these guys just pulling big giant fish from the bank. It's amazing. But yeah, let me get these comments real quick. I've been talking for a while. Let's see. Man, I missed a lot. Sorry. I was in the moment, guys. There's Bob. Bob looks like he's headed home.
I'm alive. Uh, the cell service is very spotty below Nickajack Dam. Like within a couple 100 feet, you could drop 4 bars.
Man.
But yeah, I'm on the interstate.
All right. Well, I'm glad you're safe.
Yeah.
Catfishing with us and more entertaining and better for the fish. Yep, I agree. Stan 3 said, one thing I always like is the raffle at every tournament. Yeah, that's cool. Kind of a joke. If you had a bad day, there's always a 50-50. What's up, High and Muddy? Dale said, Dan, I think there's a list of tournaments on Palmetto community page. There's running each tournament. You can get a hold of the tournament. Yep. Sure is. And let's see. Do I have it loaded? I can load it up real quick. I just had to upload the tournament spreadsheet because it has we have a new sponsor, so I had to put their logo on it.
Hey, Kevin.
Yep.
I don't know if anybody's mentioned it or not. Surely they have, but I did see earlier on David Lemon's Facebook page, Double Hook Angling, that he had a heart attack.
Yeah, I mentioned it.
Okay. I wasn't sure. I blanked out for that part.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. Yeah, Matt reminded me, and I said the good thing is he was able to take a selfie in the ambulance. So that's good.
Hopefully everything's going to be okay with that. Heart troubles ain't no joke.
Yeah, we'll believe in God, and we'll believe that He has the power to heal him. He's going to be good. I know it.
Absolutely.
You got to claim that stuff.
Absolutely.
Let's see. Continuing down. Jeff said, I still want to see S3 versus Dam River Boys in summer 2024. Jody's fish fight was great. She had it to the boat and took a big run. We all had that go bad. Yeah, for sure. Shade Tree. What's up, Shade Tree? Some of who fish but are convalescing after surgery live through you all. I get what he's saying. Let's see. Northern View, I have to try and find that page. Thanks. Yeah, there's a Facebook page. He works weekends. You're welcome, Jody. You don't want that smoke. Let's see. Jody said it was a really hard fight. They were releasing 45K current, and it makes it at least twice as hard to get a fish in, for sure. I think it could be fun. Got to get info in front of me and look at it all. Two Stands, what's up, man? Let's see. Rebel River said, hey, Stan, got my Two Stands shirt today. Awesome. Matt said, I'm going to it bow. Once you, oh, shit. think he meant to say now. Yep, so that was the league. That's the league schedule right there. That is on Facebook on the Live Fishing Tournament League Facebook page. And there's also a handbook on there that you can check out and get rules and stuff. There's the link. Thank you, Matt. But anyway, I rambled on a lot about, what I think about online fishing, and I think we've done it long enough as this community. I think it's important for our anglers. And some people are going to take this petty, but I don't. I think our anglers work very hard to put on great entertainment and to find quality fish that they deserve a little payback. I don't see anything wrong with
Yeah,
that.
I agree.
And even if you started YouTube just to have fun, it does feel good to get a little super chat, or it does feel good to get a little payday if you win a tournament, So I don't think it's voodoo that we talk about money in here, but I'm not going to make any money off of this first year. Neither is Chad or Stan or Brian. But eventually, I think if this blows up and people get value from it, that we should earn a little bit of money too. So, it's not about money, but it could help offset the price of gas, the price of fuel, all that stuff. And it's only going to bring us all closer together if we do it the right way.
I agree. Now, here's something we need to figure out how to do, Kevin.
Okay.
We need to figure out how to keep our phones cool in the summertime.
Yeah. Bimini top, baby.
Yeah, that's one solution. But man, that's always a struggle in the summer.
Yep. I think there's a lot of tournaments that are in the evening that'll help that. Let's see, it starts getting June 1st, that's daytime. June 15th, daytime. Maybe not. Here you go. July 27th is the evening. August 10th is in the evening. August 24th. So you got 4 night tournaments in a row. That'll help out.
The weekend angler, he coming up with that he needs to develop his little phone cooling device that he had engineered. Remember the water cooled phone thing cooling?
Yeah, he needs to patent it.
He needs to patent and develop that further.
I mean, he ain't gonna make nothing but from us, but Northern View Outdoors asked what the end times are. So for the Iron Cat tournaments, there is no set end time. The Iron Cat tournaments are designed to be a last angler standing tournament. So if you want to, and I can kind of show you how to navigate that one as well. Let's see. What page am I on? I'm on the wrong page. So if you go to my channel, Palmetto Cats, it's going to look like this. And if you click on live, you'll see all my upcoming lives. So the Iron Cat right here, if you look in the description, it'll tell you the rules. Now, this is also in the handbook, which is on the Facebook page. But just since you asked, only 16 inches or over will count for catfish. The first 4 hours, so from 6 to 10, anglers that have not caught at least one catfish will be eliminated. And then it starts over from 10 p.m. to 12. The time cuts in half to only 2 hours. And so if you haven't caught a fish in those 2 hours, you'll be eliminated. And then at 12 a.m., you have to catch one fish per hour, or you'll be eliminated.
Oh, wow.
Yep. And so then we go into sudden death. After that first hour, it says, in the event that multiple anglers do not meet the 1 hour deadline, the next catfish caught will decide the winner. If the angler's not able to be live, and then you have live stream things too, because if we had one tournament where an angler couldn't get it back in after 30 minutes, and so we just had to sit there and wait. So now, if you're out for 30 minutes or more, then you're disqualified during the sudden death.
What's your signal?
Yeah, so that's one of them, and then that's the new waters one, taming new waters. So that one you'll have to fish a pool or a body of water that you haven't fished in 6 months. But then you have the monster hunt, which is very simple, but it tells you in the description. It says it's easy, it's simple. The biggest fish wins.
That's
So
it.
that one goes from 6 to midnight.
Donkey baits all day, baby.
Yeah. And this is a cool one. The Whisker Cup is about golf. It goes from 9 a.m. to 3. You can see that on the thumbnail. And you have a 5 fish bag, and basically the lowest score wins. So a fish that is 50 pounds and up will cost you 0 strokes, because you don't want any strokes. You want 0 strokes, just like golf. 40 to 49 will be 1 stroke. 30 to 39 will be 2 strokes. 20 to 29, 3, so forth and so on. Fish under 1 pound will not count for anything. And so at the end of the day, if you don't have your 5 fish bag, you'll get a 6 stroke penalty for every missing fish out of the 5 fish bag. So that way you can't just not catch fish and get no strokes. So that was pretty cool. The Whisker Bowl is from 9 to 2, and that's the championship. That's by invite only. So the top 21 anglers will be invited to the Whisker Bowl, which should be most of you. Iron Cat Sudden Death is another tournament that is last angler standing, but it goes to sudden death quicker. So from 6 to 10, the first fish caught starts the countdown. Anglers have 1 hour to catch a qualifying fish, or they are eliminated. So it could be a 4-hour tournament. That's it. But at 6 p.m., let's say nobody catches a fish until 7, then that's when the hour starts, is at 7. So if you have anglers that don't catch, if nobody catches the fish until 10 p.m., if we get to 12 a.m., super sudden death will go into effect, and the first fish caught wins. The only fear with that one is nobody catches a fish ever. Then it doesn't end. So that's the hard one. Then you got Iron Cat Live Bait. The Whisker Derby goes from I think 9 a.m. to 3. And that one is during the time of the Kentucky Derby, so fish get converted into horseshoes. But this one, you get a bonus. You get 1 horseshoe for each prize you give away on your stream. So if you get skunked, you can always give away a prize. But that's kind of how it goes. Most of the other tournaments, if you
You
look,
didn't talk about my favorite one,
which one's your favorite?
the bumping for big ones.
Yeah, bumping for biggins is let's see, I think that's 9 to 3.
You
No,
can't
it's
leave that one out.
8 to 2. 8 to 2. That one's 8 to 2.
I'm gonna start selling bumping lessons if y'all want to get prepared for that.
There you go. So another thing is you don't have to fish all 20 tournament or all 19 tournaments. We'll take your top 8 finishes from any tournament that you fish, and that will determine your ranking. And the top 21 anglers will proceed to the Whisker Bowl, which will be the last tournament of the year. Let's see. go back up here.
And will prize monies and all that be awarded at CatCon
That's right.
as normal? Nice.
The $200 from Monster Rod holders. I'm not sure how he's going to do that. He might just wait to give everybody their money at CatCon, which will be simpler. Um, but he might mail it to you before him. I'm not sure. Let's see. Yeah, we did. I watched for a little while, Stan. It was great. But I will say, Stan will probably agree with me that it's very important for you to get some sound muffling devices or wind muffling devices, because you could hear, and it's not just Stan's channel, but it happens on all of ours. When people don't have sound muffling, we have to try to find it and mute you and unmute you and all this. So if you haven't got your sound under control, your wind under control, it's going to be tougher.
A simple trick around that too is if you can just wear your earbuds. They really cancel out a lot of noise.
Yep. And I think I remember Haz at one time he just wore one earbud at a time.
Mm-hmm.
So he would wait till that one
because they only
died.
last about 4 hours.
Yep. Especially in the Iron Cats, that's important. But you take that earbud out, put it in the case, it charges. You take the left one out and put it in while the other one's charging.
Hey, I'll tell you a funny story about earbuds.
Sure.
One of the tournaments that Anthony and I fished, I think it was one of the bumping tournaments. I can't remember, but I gave him the left one and I had the right one in, and I didn't know that only one microphone works at a time, so he could hear everything, and I could hear everything, and I was talking and he was talking, but nobody could hear him because only one microphone at a time works.
I made that mistake too the first time Anna and I tried to cook together on my channel.
Yeah.
That's years ago, but like they said that it sounded like monsters in the background or something. It was like
Yeah, only one microphone works at a time in the earbuds.
Yep.
He was just jabbering away thinking he was talking to people, but when you went back and watched the live, you realized that there was no sound coming from him.
Yep. Yeah, so Jody, I just got another message from Matt. He said thank you for sending him that clip. So make sure you can send me that clip. Otherwise I'll have to go try to find it and separate and send it to him. He's driving back to North Carolina right now. Butterfly said, Bobcat, is your head itching yet?
Yeah, it really is. It's kind of annoying.
But
I don't mind it. I'll probably keep it shaved all summer.
Oh, okay. Tuesday said absolutely in video quality. It didn't affect any score overall, but people in and out today. Yeah. You know, the biggest problem with online fishing is finding places where you can produce fish and a great signal. So I would suggest that if you're first timer at getting in these tournaments, that you scout some places where you already know you're going to have signal. Now, thankfully, my river and my lake have gotten a lot better. I remember when you couldn't even get any bars on the lake, and now you get 5G. So I forgot it's Brian B's birthday, guys. Make sure you go over there and flood his channel.
Well, happy birthday, Uncle Baldy. Uncle Q Ball.
Yep.
He's always called me Bald Cat, so I have to get my jabs in where I can. Ain't it something him calling somebody bald?
I know, right? But guys, I've been on here. I can't believe it's been an hour and 10 minutes. That's crazy. But thank you for those of you who jumped in at the last minute. I just wanted to give that update. I'm going to try to do updates every weekend. Never mind. Let me stop because I'm going to Colorado next weekend. I'm not going to be able to do that. We're going to go visit my grandmother. I hadn't seen her in 13 years.
Oh wow.
And my wife has never met her. So we're flying out Saturday to Colorado. And we'll be
All
back
right.
Thursday next week, spring break. So,
Well, I'm looking forward to it this year, Kevin.
yeah, me too, man. I think, hey, Lynn, he said Ray said is the best at putting fish back in the water when I don't know, man. I saw him chunking a few of them. I was going to send him a text and tell him to
Yeah, no
stop launching
chunking.
fish.
No chunking them.
Yeah,
I
but
noticed that too. I was like, oh, Ray didn't get the memo.
yeah, it's all optics, though. I mean, Ray's been doing it for years and years and years. It doesn't hurt the fish, but you know, you want to set that because people will take that and go extremes and like drop them
Yeah,
6 feet in the water and stuff like that. But
I
good
get
to
it.
see you, Lynn. But yeah, Ray needs to work on that daggum Starlink. He spent
Starlink.
a bunch of money on that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he said it got better when he moved the box away from his console. I guess you can't block it anyway.
Yeah, yeah, it does say it have to have a clear like signal to the sky, but yeah, man. So, but eventually, especially when the tournaments start, like I plan on doing an update every Saturday night. So hopefully I can be consistent with that. But if not, we'll always have the text versions. Make sure you check out Facebook if you have it, or the community section, and we'll get those out. Woo. Hey, I got worn out today. But hey, man, I appreciate you coming in, Bob.
Yeah, buddy, I appreciate you letting me in. I was glad, looking forward to this season for sure. I was looking forward to it whether we had any money in it or not, anyways.
Yeah.
But that just sweetens it up a little bit.
Kevin's eyes
Man,
already do gig wearing them out. Yeah, we had prom last night. So
uh,
I worked from I usually get to school around 6:45 and then all day until 1:30 in the morning, and I woke up and went to the big cat brawl and stood up for 6 or 7 hours. I'm just like I said, I meant to go live tonight, and then I kind of got real comfortable, and I was like, no, I'm not going to do it. It's like, no, they deserve to know the
I
update.
got it. You got new information. You guys had to share it. That's awesome.
Hopefully, I'll have more updates coming up soon, guys. You know, looking forward to having more companies jump in and believe in it. And if you're a company out there, whether you're watching live or not, or you're watching a playback, and you're just on the fence about getting in, I promise you that this is going to be something that transcends the way of catfishing beyond what you've seen it ever before. And there's no one more appreciative than small YouTubers that get on these tournaments because they just love fishing that much. And the fact that you reward them with a little bit of cash at the end of the year, oh man, it's going
That's
to be
right.
something. And we
Because we ain't
believe
making nothing off the YouTube.
that's right. We believe in the people that believe in us, and I promise you that I've already proved it with Mad Cats, and I've proven it with Steve, and I'm proving it with Freddie. We're going to promote these guys. Fracture Fix. We're gonna promote these guys, and Fracture Fix is easy because we promote Jesus. That's easy.
That's
I can
right.
do that all day. I did that
Absolutely.
for
A
free.
little talk, have a little talk with Jesus.
Amen, brother. But if you're on the fence, take a leap, even if it's a small donation to get your thumbnail, your name or logo on the thumbnail. Just go ahead and take the leap, and just invest in something that's going to be number one wholesome. Number two is going to be something that you don't have to worry about drama with, because if people create drama, they disqualified. Um, Straight on the dot. No questions asked. If you put some drama up here where everybody can see it, you're done. So we're gonna promote unity throughout catfishing and brands. We're not gonna be fighting about whose brand is better. We're not gonna be fighting about um, anything anybody is caught or whatever. We're gonna celebrate every single catch, and we're gonna promote unity. We're gonna promote youth. We're gonna promote CPR and just um, the overall camaraderie of the community, which is what it should be. And I promise you that from me alone. But I know my brothers Chad and Brian and Stan are going to promote the same thing. So that being said, guys, we're going to get out of here. Thanks again, Bob, for jumping up, and hope you get home safe. Thank you for everybody
Yeah,
in
I'm
chat.
almost there, buddy.
Awesome. I'm going to pray us out. Heavenly Father, thank you for everybody that came in tonight. Lord, I thank you for all these blessings that you keep bringing to the league. Um, Lord, I don't want to do it if it's not something that you condone. So if it's not of you, Lord, shut it down, make it go away, and point me back in the direction that you want me to go, Lord. But I feel your presence in this. I feel that you know this is good for not only your kingdom, but for your children, Lord. And I just pray that you continue to bless it. And Lord, wherever turns or twists you may need us to go to accomplish your will, Lord, just point us in the right direction. Lord, keep everybody safe on the way home for Bob. Keep him safe. And until we meet again, Lord, we just thank you for all you're going to do for us. It's in Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen, kid.
All right,
Amen.
everybody. If you have any questions, just give us a text or an email or whatever. We'll be sure to answer those. But until next time, y'all, happy fishing.